For a lot of people that watch my videos that don't know, I don't know how you don't know, but I'm a gigantic Heat fan. They're my favorite team in the NBA. I've been a fan since 2006, as you can tell by the mountain of Miami Heat videos, or Miami Heat related videos on this channel. But with last offseason and coming up to now where we're at in this season, this is probably the most frustrated and pissed I've been with this front office in a while. And I understand that we're a pretty spoiled fan base. We've been to the finals just 3 years ago. We've been to the conference finals 2 out of the last 3 years. We've won championships just in the past. We've won 2 championships just in the past 10 years. I understand we're a very spoiled fan base, but Jesus Christ, this trade deadline pissed me off. When we sent Hassan, Dion Waiters, James Johnson, and those guys to those contracts back in 2018, I was able to lie to myself a little bit and be like, 2017, they went like 33-10 in the second half of the season. They can make the playoffs. And I immediately got humbled, which I'm fine with. The team was bad, and those contracts are at least a little bit tradable. Outside of Hassan's at the time, we weren't going to get shit back if we traded him, but oh well. But this season just pisses me off even more because we went to the conference finals last season. And on this team coming this year, we have one of the best playoff performers in the league. We have one of the best two-way players in the NBA, and that took a leap offensively this season in Bam Adebayo that it makes his effect on the game so much larger than the 21 points per game that he's averaging, especially since he's the #1 paint scorer in the NBA this season. And we have a guy in Tyler Hero that's one of the more skilled scorers in the NBA. He's upgraded his playmaking a lot, and overall, he has been the engine that drives this team when other guys just can't pick it up offensively because he's our only real 3-level scorer. These 3 guys are all averaging over 20 points per game. When they're on the court last season, their offensive rating was 106. This year, it's 115. They're not the problem. Every single role player on this team, outside of Gabe, he's picking it up. I'll give him that. And Caleb, for the position he's got himself in, or the team put him in, he has played above our expectations as the undersized 6'5" power forward. But the fact that we went into this offseason and we didn't pick up a big man, the fact that Mo Bamba went for Patrick Beverley and we couldn't pick him up as a center on this team. The fact that we couldn't pick up a power forward like John Collins when everybody's been getting players for like 5 second-round picks. The fact that the Bucks got Jay Crowder for 5 second-round picks and we couldn't make an offer for somebody like John Collins or something. The fact that this offseason went off the way it is, and what was it? Jarian Grant went for 2 second-round picks and we couldn't pick that up? And he's having 20 points per game for Portland right now. I'm absolutely sick and tired of what this front office has been doing. We gave Kyle Lowry the retirement contract that we were so hesitant on giving D Wade in his last seasons with the Miami Heat before he left and then came back. And we just gave it to Kyle, no hesitation. And he is playing like absolute garbage, putting up these stat lines on a night-to-night basis. And I get it, he's a Hall of Famer, a championship. He was an All-Star previously. He just doesn't have it anymore. The rim pressure isn't there. The shooting isn't there. The playmaking that comes off his rim pressure is no longer there, and other teams see that, and we could not move him this trade deadline. I don't believe the rumors that Pat Riley was sleeping with the Clippers, because the Clippers even said they didn't give a real offer for Kyle Lowry, and that's because nobody wants him. But the fact that we have that, we couldn't package him with any of the first-round picks we had, because we have 3 first-round picks that we could have traded. The fact that we could not package a Max Strus, a Caleb Martin, a Gabe Vincent, somebody in a trade to at least pick up a suitable power forward, an upgrade for this team that is 32-25 this season. They're the 6th seed in the conference, 2 games out of the 5th seed. We can compete. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving just left the Eastern Conference. The only 2 teams up there that I'm even semi-worried about is the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. The Philadelphia 76ers are perpetual chokers. I don't really care if we meet them in the playoffs. If we lose to them, cool, but they're not really going anywhere. We probably will lose to them with the way the team is built right now. But if we had an upgrade, I really wouldn't have cared who the hell we're playing in the playoffs outside of those 2 top teams. And the fact that we put no upgrades on this team and we're expecting Jimmy to go back in the playoffs and be the hero he was last year, which he probably can do again, and we just meet a team that's just way more talented than us, and we just leave again, and we're just like, okay, next season come around, we'll be able to build around the team, and then we do nothing again, is absolutely pissing me off with this roster right now. This roster construction is so bad. We had 10 total undrafted players on this team right now. We have a guy that we just got a 10-day contract that's getting 15 minutes per game because of how like low this team is right now. We don't even give our young power forward that could use some development any minutes to Nikola Jovic. Thank God we traded Dwayne Dedmon because Spo was so stuck on playing him and didn't play him the last couple weeks, and we finally traded him. Vic is constantly at the lineup because he's injured every 2 seconds. Duncan can't remember how to shoot. Gabe earlier this season couldn't shoot. Max Strus, God knows what happened to his jump shot. We've gone from the number 1 3-point shooting team in the NBA to almost dead last this season. We can't rebound the ball for shit. We are undersized as hell. Yet we are 32-25 because this defense is that good. And Tyler and Jimmy and Bam are able to hold up this offense enough that we can compete in some of these games that we have no business in competing in. There's no reason why this team has 31 clutch games this season. And 2 of those in the past 2 games was against the Houston Rockets and the damn Orlando Magic. Yeah, we pulled out those games. We shouldn't have been in those positions against those teams. And yes, I know Orlando is picking it up and they're a lot better now than the record shows because they're like 18-13 in their last 31 games or so. I don't care. We're supposed to be waxing these teams. We shouldn't be in clutch games against these teams. And right now, looking at some of these close games, if we didn't have the mountain of clutch shots or taking the lead shots, game winners that we had from Tyler's this season, if we didn't have the defense and the mid-range jumper that Bam has developed this season, if Jimmy didn't take over in some of those games, we would probably be like 20-37 right now. We've gotten so lucky to have the record that we have right now. We are not as good as this record shows. I'm telling you right now, we really are not. Like, this team isn't bad. It's mediocre as hell. At some point, even though these undrafted players have worked hard and they've developed pretty nicely from when you first got them, that shows that this development crew is really good and this team is very good at finding talent. At some point, these lottery picks and these top players that these teams have are going to develop and get better than these guys. It's already shown in that Houston game. It already shown in this Magic game. We only win because of how top of we have those 3 are. When you compare our role players to those role players, we really don't compete. We really don't. Right now, we can't trade Duncan because we gave a specialist that fucking contract. And he's shooting 32% from 3 this season. Jesus, Kyle is shooting 39% from the field, 33% from 3. And right now, I think the team has an overwhelmingly good record without him in the lineup. Overall, I just don't know what to say anymore about this team. I don't know how well this video is going to do. I've never made a rant style video before. But Heat videos seem to always do semi-okay on this channel. At least get 1 to 2K on these videos. So, hopefully, for the guys that are here that are gonna watch this video, let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. Do you feel as pissed off as me at this team? Oh my god, I can't go another year with this. Please do something in the offseason. Please. Tyler's contract kicks in next year. I don't want to trade anybody at the top. Kyle's contract, I think will be a little bit more valuable since it's the last year on it and expiring. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do to sell Duncan unless he like goes back to shooting 40%. If Duncan next year for like the first half of the season until the trade deadline shoots 43% from 3 or some shit, like goes back to his, do not take that as a he's back, we don't need to trade. No, send that contract away immediately. You can find a 40% 3-point shooter that can actually play some damn defense like it's damn sprinkling on the street like some pennies. Those guys are easy to, not even a 3-and-D guy. Just a guy that can shoot 38 to 40% from 3 and play okay to mid defense. I'm okay with them having Duncan on this roster that we're paying 10 million instead of 30 freaking million. Caleb is great off the bench. Caleb's great. His 3-point shooting is one of the only guys that's being able to shoot relatively okay at 37% from this season. He's a pretty good defender. He's not great, but he's a pretty good, actually no, he's a great defender when he's guarding his damn position, not when he's guarding power forwards. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is FLB, that's my time and I'm out. I gotta stop before I pop a damn blood vessel.